This is the overview of the clothes that I wore and the food that I ate on my Superior Hiking Trail trip. So I'll start with what I actually wore, which was an REI cap. It's really a running cap, so it ventilates really well. An REI shirt, fast dry, long sleeve with fantastic vents. REI pants, fast dry, with zip-off leggings. A Hanes sport top underneath with ex officio underwear that can be washed and dries quickly. I took 3 pair with me. I also had on Darn Tough socks and La Sportiva Raptors with Superfeet insoles, and they were just fantastic. They performed beautifully. I also had a scarf bandana that I kept on me. I got 2 spare of Darn Toughs with me for the evening. 1 pair for evening wear in my bag, and a spare pair for the day. The Crocs were my camp shoes. I'm so glad I had them. I would bring them again, even though they're kind of chunky. They're lightweight, and they were great for wading into the river to either cool my feet or to get water or to go through areas where it requires a river crossing. And once I got into camp and I freshened up, I would put on a clean white shirt by Moving Comfort. It is the best sport shirt as a runner and a paddler and hiker that I've ever bought. So check out Moving Comfort. They're just fantastic. Really cute design. They're kind of gathered, which just, once it's on, it just has a really cute fit. I do have a buff that is treated with permethrin in the event that I did have any ticks or mosquitoes, although it was later in September. I found that it really kept me warm because the nights were very cool and sometimes cold. I was really glad I have it. I also put on a pair of REI shorts, fast dry, after I got into camp and got freshened up a bit. I was really glad to have just a clean set of clothes, or relatively clean, compared to my travel clothes. My down jacket, I was really glad I had that. It went down to 37 degrees, which is 5 degrees above freezing, and I needed it. I had on about all the clothes I had with me one night because it was so cold. And the night that I didn't need to use it, I put it into a stuff sack and used it as a down pillow. I have an REI rain jacket and REI rain pants. Even though I had rain gear with me in a 12-day trip, it rained a total of, I heard it rain about 30 seconds on my tent one night. I never once got a drop on me. 12-liter waterproof stuff sack for my clothes by Osprey. It probably weighs an ounce, and I would absolutely bring that every time because it also acted like a compression sack. For the night when it got cold, I had fleece gloves. I just wore it the night that it was 37 at night in the tent. A fleece hat. I have a Patagonia 2 long-sleeved shirt, like a long underwear shirt. And I really needed a 3 or a 4. It's a Patagonia Capilene 2. I needed a 3 or a 4 the night that it went down to 37. I have a pair of REI long underwear, and the night that it got really cold, I used my Mountain Hardwear pants. They're kind of a heavier outerwear winter gear, so again, I was really happy to have that with. Minnesota is just too unpredictable, even in August or earlier in the year. For food, pretty simple. I took a daily energy multiple vitamin. I'm used to taking really excellent vitamin supplements, but that was the one that I chose to bring with. I have some gluten-free oats, instant oatmeal. I don't need gluten-free food, but it was just really good because they had freeze-dried strawberries, ground flax, and sea salt in it, so it's called gluten-frita. Highly recommend it. It's much, much better than the oatmeal by other oatmeal making companies. I won't mention any names. The Trader Joe's instant coffee packet, you get about 10 packets for $1.99, but I'm a real coffee connoisseur, and I thought that they were fantastic. I just had the luxury of 2 of them for one day. So what you're seeing here is 3 days worth of food. In my oatmeal, I would put some wild dried blueberries by Trader Joe's, as well as Trader Joe's roasted and salted pecans. That went in my oatmeal. For a snack, I would have a Pro Bar, 20-gram Pro Bar. That one has chia and flax seeds. This one's really good. Peanut butter chocolate. They have a brownie crisp that's fantastic. This Pro Bar meal, a super berry and greens, really good fiber and protein, and just excellent content. Cliff Bar chocolate chip. It's organic. I tried to find as much organic or minimally processed food as I could. For lunch, I had some cold potato salad by Backpacker Pantry for one day. The tuna, I had 2 different tuna packets. One uses much less packaging, but I found the larger packaging first, so this is the one I would choose in the future. It's pole and line caught, so it's non-GMO verified. So wild caught albacore tuna would be my choice. This wild caught smoked albacore by Seafair Pacific, it tastes fantastic. I would usually take some Ritz crackers. These are, I think, bacon flavored or garlic flavored Ritz crackers for those packets, and then I would have some dried mango with me as well. For dinner, I had Mary Jane's Farm organic dinners, curried lentil bisque I had one night, which was really good. This is chili con carne. I've had that before. And then Backpacker's Pantry. The Louisiana red beans and rice I never got to because I cut my trip short. And some Kathmandu curry. So they do have vegan, gluten-free, they have vegetarian, as well as other products with meat in them. It's really up to you. In case I didn't feel like eating dinner, which is what happened a couple of nights, I had a cold, I just had some soup and crackers, and that was it. And that was enough. Even after hiking, I just didn't really feel like eating very much. I brought more food than I needed, and moving forward, I would only get the dinners that are either by Mary Jane Farms, because it seems to be just about right for one person, just a little bit too much for me, but the Backpacker's Pantry, this serves two. Moving forward, I would only buy their product if it was one serving. It's just too much food to eat for one person. For other extra snacks, I got Trader Joe's buffalo jerky. It was sweet and spicy. It's really super good. I kept it in its own packet rather than switching it because I found that during training sessions it would spoil, but keeping it in its pack with whatever that is that keeps it fresh kept it for a week with no problem. I brought M&Ms but didn't eat them. I just didn't feel like eating something that was sugary like that. What is not shown here, which I did eat, were Nutrageous candy bars. I had one per day, and that really helped me when my energy was waning. I kept that all in a OP sack. It's called Exclusively by Lock Sack. It's an OP sack. And that helps keep the smell down for bears. And then, of course, that went into my sack. That's it.